All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Raquah Kodash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to their brothers that are doing this work of true sincerity. And we're going to jump right into the lesson. This is Romans 11:7. It says, "What then? Israel has not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election," let's get the little footnote. The elect have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Get that one too. Hardened. So the Lord has the power to harden your heart or harden your mind. He has the power to basically control your intent, your will, and your thoughts. And ultimately, we have no control over what we do. We have no control over our actions. Just as the Lord hardened or blinded the mind of Pharaoh to not let the people of Israel go so he can show his power, the Lord can show his power. He has also blinded 2/3 of Israel from obtaining this truth. It says in verse 8, according to his written, Yahweh has not given the spirit of slumber. He has not given the spirit of slumber to who? To the elect. A stupor. Let's go ahead and get that. A spirit of stupor which renders the soul torpid, so insensible that they are not affected at all by the offer made of salvation to Messiah. A prickling, some confusion. So we are not in that state of confusion, man. We have been given the gift of seeing clearly the truth in the Bible. As the elder Yashawamba mentioned in the video, we see the scriptures from a whole totally different perspective and understanding than what they call the so-called Christians and what they call 2/3 of our people, man. We were not given that confusion. We were not given the spirit of slumber. Eyes that they should not see and ears that they should not hear unto this day. And David says, let their table be made a snare and a trap and a stumbling block and a recompense unto them. Let their eyes be darkened that they may not see and bow their back always. So let's get that in the NLT. It says, let their backs be bent forever. Let their eyes go blind, they cannot see, and let their backs be bent forever. We're going to jump down to Zalak. We're going to jump down to verse 25. And it says, for I would not, brethren, that these should be ignorant of this mystery, lest you be blind your own conceits, that blindness in parts happened to Israel to the fullness of the Gentiles be come in. So blindness is a hardness of heart, is what's on the spirit of our people. Or the fullness of the Gentiles be come in. And what is that referring to? That's not referring to the multitude of nations. As you read in the definition, it says a tribe, nation, people, group. That's referring to the Israelites, man. Now these translations, these definitions, as Elder Tahar says, the Strong's and the New Letter, which contains the Strong's, has a tendency to go off, and that's where the Spirit has to be working with you. That's where spiritual understanding has to come into play. So let's continue on. Let's get Proverbs 26:12. Talak. Let's get Proverbs 26:12. And it says, seest thou a man wise in his own conceits? There is more hope for him than a fool. And that's what a lot of people have in this what the Kabbalah likes to call the Israelite thing of ours, or Israel in general. They like to be wise in their own conceits. That's why David said, as quoted in Romans 11th chapter, let their necks be bent, let their backs be bent, let them be resistant. They're going to be resistant to order and truth. Because the so-called Black, Latino, Native American doesn't like being told what to do. Especially if you're of the same so-called nation or tribe. Or even, like, they're not going to say, I'm not listening to you. Who are you? You're a spick like me. You're a nigger like me. That would be the mindset. But if a white man say it, then they're quick to take heed. Salah. And that's why only the election have obtained it. Let's get Proverbs 3 and 6. And it says, Salah. That's what I wanted. Proverbs 3 and 11 says, my son is not the chasing the Lord. Because when you hear this truth, coming from the perspective of the world, or what you want to call Christianity, the first thing that you receive from this truth is you receive correction. You were told that the way you were living was not according to the Bible. You were shaving your beard, you were eating pork, you were celebrating holidays, you were following the new moon Sabbath, and other things, man. You receive correction, and that's one thing, like we say, the so-called Black, Latino, Native American doesn't like to receive. He doesn't like to be told what to do. He doesn't like to receive correction. It says, my son, despise not the shade of the Lord, and be weary of his correction. Let's get the word weary. To be grieved, to be sickened, to cause things to loathing, because it requires an effort on your part, man. For whom the Lord loveth, he correcteth, even as the Father, the Son, whom delighteth. And the Lord is only finding favor and only love the elect, because when he sees the elect, he sees Yahushai, and he loves his son. And when he sees us, he because the elect, most high, when we are those men, we are the bride of Yahushai. And that's why Yahushua said, when a man and woman are joined together, the two should become one flesh. That marriage ceremony, that marriage union. And that word marriage means to join together. So he loves the elect through his son. He sees one entity. He sees the forgiveness of sin, the sins of the elect, through his son. Because his son was made a sacrifice. Yahushua, we're speaking of, for the world, and called Jesus Christ. He was given the elect by the Most High, the Jews. For whom the Lord loveth, he correcteth, even as his Father, whom Son. He says right there, even as the Father, the Son, whom he delighteth. And the Lord delights in Yahushai. That's why it says in the Gospels, it said, this is my beloved Son, in whom well please hear ye him. Until he delights in the Son. So correction is only given, correction and the ability to receive that correction, the ability to attain that which we seek is for, is only given to the elect. Let's go back to Romans. This is it's a lock here. Romans 12:6, and it says, having gifts, that's what I wanted. I think it was 16. And that's why when you go to, when you listen to Great Millstone, or you're under instruction of Great Millstone, it doesn't matter really what camp or where camp that is or what state the camp's in. If it's a Great Millstone camp, then they're going to be teaching the same doctrine. That's why we get visitors from other camps, from out of state. That brother, he fits in like if he's been there forever. Romans 12:16, be of the same mind one to another, mind not high things, but consent to men of low estate. Be not wise in your own conceits. And that's another thing, man. Let's get the another T. Being wise in your own conceits. So live in harmony with each other. Don't be too proud to enjoy the company of ordinary people. And don't think you know it all. And that's what Jake likes to do. You know, we see that countless times, you know, these men coming up to the camp, and they is acting like they know it all because there's jealousy when they see men that are teaching the Bible to the level and degree that Great Millstone teaches it. And they want to put in their 2 cents, and they want to scoff and scorn, and they want to be demanding of things. And they think they know it all. And really, they ain't about nothing, man. And that we've seen this many, many, many times, man. Too much that to count or to remember. But we understand that blindness in part has happened to Israel. So, you know, that's what it is. We really don't worry about it. It's a lot. So they think that they're doing good all by themselves, so to speak. They don't need no man to tell them the truth. They don't need no man to correct them or the lifestyle or the behavior. You know, and they might even say they believe in Yahweh Shai and they believe in his doctrine to some degree. But if they think that they know it all, they don't need nobody's correction, then basically the Lord spews them out the mouth. This is Revelation 3 and 3 and 17. What's our 16? So then, because thou art lukewarm, neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out my mouth. Is that word spew? Reject. They rejected of the Lord, because not of the elect. Because thou sayest, I am rich and increase with goods, have need of nothing, and knowest not that thou art wretched and miserable and poor and blind and naked. You know, they are like their word keeper right there is blind. Blindness in part has happened to Israel, the Israel, the election obtained it, but the rest were blinded. You know, they think that they covered, man. But in reality, they're wretched, miserable, poor, blind, and naked. They have no wedding garment. They're not going to have no wedding garment in that day. It says, like, this is verse 18, it's for the elect. It's like, counting by me of gold, try the fire, that thou mayest be rich, and white raiment, that thou mayest be clothed, that the shame of thy iniquity does not appear, and anoint thine eye which I saw, that thou mayest see. And this is the key right there. As many as I love, I rebuke and chasten, be zealous, therefore, and repent. Be zealous, therefore, and repent. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice, behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come into him, will sup with him, and him with me. This is specifically an invitation to the elect. To him that overcomes, what I grant to sit with me in my throne. Let's get that word, let's get that little keynote. On my throne, even as I came and sat down with my Father in his throne on this. So that we're going to be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. So that just basically means you ain't going to be sitting inside, sharing a seat with Yahweh Shai. That's symbolic. That means just the Lord's going to grant certain men rulership under him, of course, because he's going to be glorified above all. But the election is the only ones that are going to be able to obtain that. And it goes back to Proverbs 28:26. He that trusts his own heart, his mind, is a fool. And the Lord gave that trusting of their own heart, or trusting of their own thoughts or ideas, that blindness to our people. It says, and the Lord basically calls that foolish behavior. It says, but whoso walketh wisely, he shall be delivered. And those that are going to walk wisely is those that are being given the ability and the faith and the eyesight to see these scriptures and to adjust their behavior and their conduct accordingly. So the election had obtained it, man, and the rest were blinded. And what you're going to see coming in these final days of earth, the Lord's going to search Jerusalem with candles, or with the word. And everything's going to be found out, man. The time, that just show you the doors of grace, the doors of mercy are closed, just as the Most High closed the ark, the door of the ark. The Lord's going to close that window of opportunity, so to speak, where to hear and learn from this word. And that's all by design as well. Because that just means the elect are sealed, or they're very, very close to being sealed. The Elder Tahar said in a video a long time ago, he believes that the elect are already sealed. And that could very well be the case, because this word has gone out to all ends of the earth. These fake doctrines and fake camps are getting revealed. Those that trust in the Lord are going to receive reward for that. And those that were their own mind, well, that they're going to receive destruction. But with that being said, just a real quick lesson. Most I would hope edifying. With that, I want to give honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Kahala Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Brothers, keep on pushing. Shalom.